Hello, it's Arthur, and this is my 112 term project. It's not rocket science. So this project is a game where you play as the pilot of a spacecraft which is in orbit. And this game uses real physics and real orbital mechanics to calculate the trajectory of your spacecraft. So your goal in this game is to collect as many of these green objectives as you can without running out of fuel. And you can do this by accelerating or decelerating at any point in your orbit. And doing so will cause your fuel to deplete, as you can see. If you hit one of these asteroids on screen, it will cause your fuel to leak over time. But once you clear all the objectives on the screen, it will cause your fuel to replenish completely, and new objectives will be generated. At the same time, though, the asteroids will start to spawn in more frequently after you clear a level. And these asteroids are also randomly generated. And once you run out of fuel, the game is over. In the advanced game mode, the physics are the same and the rules are the same, except now your spacecraft is in orbit around a satellite, which itself is also in orbit. And in this game mode, after you finish a level, the orbit of the inner satellite changes slightly. And these changes are random, but they're constrained so that it never gets too out of hand, and the game remains playable, and the orbit remains reasonable. So in this final game mode, instead of one central body, there are now two, and the locations of them are randomly generated, but their mass is the same. And at any given time, your spacecraft is only being affected by one or the other. And as the pilot, you can change between active central bodies in two different ways. In the first way, if you press the space bar, which is why this game mode is called space, you can switch immediately from one active central body to the other without changing anything else. So the location of your craft when you switch is the same, and so is the speed and its trajectory. And as you can see, it's really fluid, it's seamless, it works really well. And the other way that you can switch active central bodies is with teleportation. And when you teleport, let's try that again. When you teleport, it preserves the speed and shape of your orbit and just pastes it onto the other central body, but with the orbit going in the opposite direction. So if you start off orbiting clockwise, you will end up orbiting counterclockwise after teleporting. And finally, there's an option to quit the game if that's really what you want to do. But that's about it for my term project. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.